In an emergency, there's nothing more important than knowing help is right around the corner. For months, that exact issue has been the topic of debate in the city of Fairfield Bay. Good evening and thanks for joining us for Fox 16 News. I'm Kevin Keller.
I'm Donna Terrell. City leaders have been looking at replacing their volunteer EMS team with a paid service. But yesterday, those volunteers arrived to work to find the doors locked. Our Katrin Asaf is live in studio with us tonight with how neighbors responded to today's city council meeting. What happened, Katrin?
Well, Donna, Kevin, a lot of emotion today. You may remember we first brought you the story of the volunteer EMS team in March. Mayor Linda Duncan and council members were floating the idea of replacing them. But today's temporary shutdown is the result of an audit. City council members said a human resources inquiry was being done by an outside firm, so the department had to close. What followed was an outpouring of community support, looking for answers at today's city meeting, but finding none.
It's not fair to the people.
An emotional plea.
Let them work.
As the Fairfield Bay community begs city councilmen for answers.
I really need to know who I can talk to.
Tuesday, volunteers with the city's EMS arrived for duty to find these doors locked, and a message from the mayor that they were temporarily shut down.
To be shut down and not able to help these people that could happen breaks my heart.
Tim Hallett has served the retirement community for years.
I had a half a dozen people come up to me and say, "You remember me? You saved my life."
He says he knew there was talk of replacing the basic life support team with a paid advanced unit, but the recent closure blindsided him.
This not knowing is very difficult.
Also shocked were neighbors like Casey Kimmons, who says nursing homes like the one she works at can't operate without nearby medical support.
If there is an emergency that they have to respond to on the other side of the county, that is putting you at risk of waiting an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours before anybody comes to your aid.
A press release on the decision says the county EMS service, Medic One, has agreed to provide an ambulance to the area. But that team says although they'll still respond to calls, that's not exactly the case.
We have not promised to move a truck into the city of Fairfield Bay.
As city council members admit they wish they could do more,
Our hands are tied.
And no mayor to offer up an explanation, neighbors left without answers and no clue as to when the volunteers can hit the road once more.
Now, the future is still uncertain for that volunteer EMS department. While the team waits to return back to work, the city will be covered by the county ambulance service. That closest unit is stationed about 10 minutes away. Reporting in studio, I'm Katrin Asaf. Back to you.